Welcome to Unfiltered Voices. Today in our studio we have Sumit Prakash, who is director of Alpha Sports Academy, Patna. Welcome, Sumit.
Thank you.
Sumit is director of Alpha Sports, and he has ventured into the field of sports, which is namely, I think, cricket and football
At the moment,
at the moment. Sumit, how did you and how do you plan to open a cricket academy in a city like Patna?
this was just before COVID. I'd gone to see a cricket match organized by a friend, and there were girls playing in that hit. And my role during that time was to just provide assistance in terms of some food and pila and logistics. But while I was there, I met these girls who were playing cricket, and they didn't have the resources and the funds to continue playing cricket going forward. And that's when it struck me that because we run a school, why don't I add sports academy as an extension to my school, which can actually professionally train these kids and get them a platform.
So where was this?
This was at Ulja Stadium. I was there for a tournament.
And now, Sumit, in a city like Patna, what are the challenges that you are facing?
So while I was in Patna myself growing up, being a sports person, I didn't have any infrastructure to go and play. The school met her, nobody thought. But there was no, emphasis on scores. So looking at that gap, and while when I came back to India and started looking at the school, I realized this is the first thing we need to do is to give infrastructure or proper infrastructure to a sports person where they can be trained professionally. That's how the thought process started. And during COVID, because school band ho gaya tha, kuch karne ko nahi tha. So that's the time I decided that we should open a sports camp.
Actually, Sumit, for a city like Patna, as compared to other cities, you must have faced so many challenges.
Like I said, one of the biggest challenges is infrastructure. So Patna mein, or yeah, Bihar mein for that matter, it was, first thing was to make sure कि जहाँ पे आप बोलना चाहते हैं वहाँ पे enough mind हो आपके fans, enough capital. So thankfully I was lucky in both fronts.
So my next question is, are you taking any collaboration also for providing this sports facility?
So our collaboration is more in technical terms. So on cricket front, we have tied up with Delhi Capital, which is an ICL team. So we give platform to our highly talented kids to give a pathway going forward. Football mein hamara tie-up is with Subroto Paul, who's the ex-Indian football captain. So he helps us mentor the team, and it's a pathway going forward to our ICL teams. And Baki the collaborations is with the local federations. So we have a tie-up with the Bihar State Sports Authority for sports purpose, or we have them tie-up with Bihar Football Association. And for cricket, we have also tie-up with the Bihar Cricket Association. So in सब कुछ जब जरूरत पड़ती है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए या मैचेस कराने के लिए टूर्नामेंट्स कराने के लिए they come to me. That's what we have collaboration.
Actually, looking at that, मेरे ख्याल से और कोई कुछ infrastructure है भी नहीं पता.
और इस तरह का I think we are the first ones in the Bihar on private front. हमारे पास मार्च एकड़ में अपनी फुटबॉल ग्राउंड है हमारा. We have a cricket field with 3 center turf wickets, 5 nests. We have our own gymnasium. रहने का 75-bedded hostel है, EC hostel. And we have a canteen and plus a school at the same place. So probably we are the first so-called sports school of Bihar, private school of Bihar.
Patna has a very diverse crowd. So how do you plan to actually make coaching accessible to diverse crowd of Patna?
So here, like I was saying, we have an infrastructure which is can accommodate kids right from a residential program to a daily program. At the same time, we have different kind of scholarships and based on the talent. So हमारे पास जो बच्चे स्कूल में पढ़ना चाहते हैं और स्पोर्ट्स सीखना चाहते हैं उनके लिए बोर्डिंग है. For kids who just want to do schooling and stay at home, we have something called day boarding concept. And then finally, we have kids who want to just come for sports. So we have a hostel accommodation just for sports. And finally, जो बच्चे इर्द गिर्द रहते हैं in the radius of 10 kilometers, we have a daily session program, which is an evening program. So depending on which, place you are sit, category you are, which place you are, वो सबके लिए कुछ ना कुछ.
So that is wonderful, I think. For each need, there is a, you have devised a solution for that. So, Matt, at the same time, I would say, कि Patna में or any small city for that matter, I would like to ask that there might be many untapped talent. So, how does our fast forwards plan to stop them?
So what we do typically is that we hold trials. The sports trials out there. So we go to various cities and states and we conduct trials. वहाँ पे जो बच्चे अच्छे होते हैं उनको we select them. One of our scouting partners for football is India Kilo Football. It was a very renowned NGO based in Mumbai. So वो जब आते हैं तो उनके साथ हम या तो we go to various cities या फिर हम अपना conduct करते हैं. So we find talent, we scout them, we shortlist them, and depending on how talented you are, we either give you scholarships or you come and pay and pay.
So, has it ever happened that somebody very was very needy and you have been able to help him? Also,
Yes. So lately, what we did was we went scouting for football, and we went to Jharkhand. And वहाँ पे जो talented बच्चे थे, that we scouted there, तो पता चला कि they come from a extremely weak sexual society, and they were extremely talented at the same time. So when we went in and found out कि वो कहाँ से बच्चे हैं और क्या background, it was actually they're actually being sponsored by Tata Football, Tata Steel Foundation. So we contacted Tata Steel Foundation for these kids कि वो पानी से हम खेल सकते हैं. Unfortunately, Tata Steel Foundation only supports their own academies and their own foundations. But nevertheless, because they were so talented, we went to them and we picked up those kids to come and participate from our side on these football tournaments. And then I went on the public forum and I asked for support to sponsor these kids. And I was very lucky that somebody, actually a friend of mine in Dubai, he sponsored these kids. And now they are part of Alpha Sports Academy, which not only they're playing sports, but also studying there.
so I think it is wonderful, Sumant, because I think you are even arranging for sponsors in that case. Because if you can talk to a friend, I believe he must have got ready to because the candidate was so needy and as well as talented. Now, there is a different question. Like most of the time, cricket has so much of glamour in it. Football must be still playing a second term or a step brother or sister. So, what is your view? What in case of
Football. Yeah, absolutely correct. I mean, cricket is the first particular sound what I saw where everybody wants to be part of cricket. But nevertheless, in saying that, there's a huge potential for football too. Yes, it's a team. It's a team game which very few parents opt for, especially those kids opt for football. Just like he, rather low start of the society के बच्चे आते हैं, especially in Bihar area. So there is a challenge for it for sure. But like I said, I've been lucky. Those kids have been lucky through me. We've been able to find scholarships and donations for them. So till now, it's been very good. The real challenge is to find a sponsor on a large scale, which can be more sustainable and from longer period of time. It's hard to come by in Bihar, but I'm sure one day it will happen.
that brings me to the next question of parents. As you said, like how do you think the parents in Patna, especially who are so focused, but Bihar, I think, is a middle for making UPSC candidates and IAS and IPS officers. So, do you think parents are keen now, and is this there a change in scenario where parents are supporting children who are actually looking for some kind of a career in sports?
You're right. I mean, growing up in a place like Bihar, where we were out to say of Nalanda, the greatest university, the greatest university in the world, there is absolute emphasis on the academies, but there is a portion of parents who believe that sports plays a very emphatic role in the development of a child. In fact, COVID was, I'm sure all of us went through this heroic time. Everybody, I think, understood the importance of being healthy. Now, with the fact that the central government and the state governments put some money to sports, there is a huge awareness about sports too. Lately, last Olympics were this way, they did fairly well as compared to what we've been doing before. So there is a growing awareness for it. And parents, I think, there's a distinction between two sets of parents, I think. और वो पेरेंट्स को अब लगता है कि उनके बच्चों को थोड़ा हेल्दी होना चाहिए, so they should participate in sports. But the middle class and the lower strata of society sees that as a career choice also now. जहाँ पे कि स्पोर्ट्स में पैसा आने लगा है, because the central government and the state government are putting money into it. और बच्चा अच्छा करता है और उसको उसके माध्यम से उसको नौकरी मिल सकती है, so why not? And this is a great opportunity for those kids who are talented in sports, and they can find a career going forward, sir.
So what are the things, Sumit, will be the future of sports in Bihar? Are you positive? I mean, the answer would definitely be yes. But what are the hurdles that you primarily see?
Well, as tough as it may be, हर चीज़ की शुरुआत I think definitely तो होती है. It's a question of just putting your faith into what you're doing. I truly believe कि यहाँ पे talent है. There's no doubt about that. I mean, in fact, that first time in the history of Bihar, our first sports academy with the help of BSSA, because run by Mr. Aravind Shankar, we hosted done in the under 17 youth league, youth league in Bihar. And as we speak now, Alpha is going to participate in the under 13 and under 15 national youth league football event. So there is talent, for sure. And if you give them a right platform, we give them the right resources, there's no doubt we will not do well. It's going to shock me. Save for cricket, and I guess it's choices between giving them the right space, right mentoring, right infrastructure, right environment. There is no doubt the child from Bihar, why would they? I mean, we'll be doing so well in the academies. Why not sports? It's just that we never have that opportunity. अब मिला है तो बोलो टोला.
So maybe you have chosen to, I can say, team sports. Both are team sports. And are you also thinking of taking up sports like swimming, badminton, tennis, which are individual sports?
So you're right. The two sports we picked up is both team sports at the moment. The reason we are, I guess, a private academy, we also need to look at the commercial side of it. Now, when you bring in individual sports, so you need to put up the infrastructure for it, obviously, at this place. And also you need to see the viability of running that individual sport. Utne bachche aapko min jaye, uspe unki pay capacity ho. So, but however, he's saying that, yes, we are looking into bringing in archery to start with. It's a very favorite sport in Bihar, in some parts of Bihar. And abhi khas karke Patna shehar mein at least, there's no archery academy apart from what the state's government are doing it. So we'll be very keen to tie up with them and get them the infrastructure in place and see if we can open an archery along with them.
Looking at one Papa's success, why not shooting? Because I think there is a shooting academy in where.
So we have a couple of shooting academies, in fact, in Baghdad also. And I did go to Bangalore and spend some time into a shooting academy. The initial capital investment is needed for that. And like I said, it also boils down to looking at the commercial aspect of it. That making sure कि आप जिस चीज़ में पैसा लगा रहे हैं, उसमें उसकी इतनी डिमांड हो यहाँ पे, उसकी viability बैठे. So you need some kind of help or some kind of collaboration with the state level government. To ensure कि basic level पे अगर आपको वो collaboration मिलते, then you are able to expand your own infrastructure and formulate other individual sports in it.
Now, we have talked about a lot about how you started and how people are warming up to the academy. But supposing in Patna there is a boy or a girl who has a dream of a national career in cricket and football. Now, how do you think Alpha Sport will be able to help him or her?
So to answer this question, 1.5 years ago, a friend of mine that is a foundation called Pudal Foundation. So through him, we organized a cricket tournament in Bihar. This was for girls specifically. And we had a tournament at Alpha for 4 days, where we invited about 160 girls. So usme se हमने Alpha ने क्या किया कि once the tournament finished, we said, all right, of the top 25 girls, we'll select a team and we'll post them for the 3 months free of cost something. So what we did was we ordered this Sabagari, and then like a big fair in Kublaya, and we from there, and we shortlisted very talented girls from that group, and we hosted those girls for 3 months. could personally because I used to play cricket. So I personally trained those kids. And then we took them to Delhi to play a 3-day tournament for Subway. And our kids won 2 games out of the 3 games. And they did very, very well. And these girls went on to become the cricket captain of Bihar. They became the mass captain of Bihar. 7 of them joined the Bihar team. But they did phenomenally well. So linking to your previous question, does talent? Absolutely yes. Giving them a pathway? Absolutely yes. Lately, one of the girls from Bihar, in fact, 5 girls we sent to Delhi Capitals, like Nets trial water. So one girl has been shortlisted, and this is the first time in the history of Bihar that a girl from Bihar will be playing in the Nets for Delhi Capitals next year.
That should wonderfully. Yeah, that's wonderful. And one more question. People think that boys play better cricket than the girls. Is that a reality or is it just glamour that hasn't worked?
It's, see, yet again, it's the way you see things. If you put the girls in the girls' team and they play between girls, it just depends how good they are. They would play really well. The boys play against the boys' team and they play really bad, then they look really bad. So it's not about boys versus girls. It's in the individual capacity, both of them are equally strong in the various sports. It's not them versus him versus her bowling.
Can you think of any mixed cricket matches? And because the idea is very good. I mean, at least in thought.
So at Alpha, what we do sometimes is we do mixed teams and later play because it helps at least the girls become stronger because it's a physical sport.
Yeah.
So it helps the girls improve their physical ability on field.
Like then the people also then become for swimming. I mean, it's a girls are training with the boys, then the strength and the positives again of distance sport.
Okay. But on the flip side, the boys also tend to learn the little bit of humbleness, little bit of etiquette of the game, what the girls bring into the game much more. So yeah, there's a give and take from both sides.
And action. So I see you are the pioneer in terms of sport academy to be open in Patna, and you have been fighting fit for the sports scenario in Patna. What are the things you think? How should we bring in more sporting academy here in Patna? What kind of corporates help or state government help I'm looking forward with, and what kind of environment you think will bring this change?
The first part is obviously that this government policies will help the best Kilo India, for example, and that helps private academies grow in their capacity and their infrastructure. We see that our state governments will put in some policies and rules, regulations in place that will really help local people like us grow and have much better infrastructure. At the same time, corporate houses, there's a lot of corporate houses sponsor sports.
Outside Bihar.
Outside Bihar. So we are just waiting for a day to come when they start doing the same in Bihar. That will really boost the whole infrastructure and the setup of place. Because once that is in grassroots level, there's very limited funding. And once you find that, then you are really able to bring the whole, I guess a bench strength can really improve if you're able to invest at the grassroots level. And then that grows slowly over a period of time. And that whole objective of the podium from the grassroots level to the podium where medals jeetna is equal. You can only happen provided there is a lot of investment and a lot of focus at the grassroots level, which I hope happens very soon.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
And I think the good work that you have started, many people should come up with the same good faith and faith to face challenges and do this good work of making sports as a career, and especially in Bihar, where we do not have much of sponsorship at the moment.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
For being here.
Thank you so much.